Thank you. We're gonna move them down now. See, I had to change the YouTube thing to America because I was in YouTube Italy. Tyra this time still in Italy. I thought about reloading the page, but whatever, I don't know what came out of my mouth, but I paused. You know what? Thank you. No, yeah, this Daniela thing. Uh, See, when you go out, oh boy, what was it that I was going to say? See, like with Nintendo and or PlayStation, you could like visualize the bones in my skeleton, make them all come 3D. They're working on this shit. It's called video games. All right. Oh, good idea. And in case I switch tabs back to, hold on. Okay, but it wasn't too bad. No shit. Oh yeah, if you want to have a conversation with me, talk.com/fortline/ uh, well, this video is public now. Oh, hold on. Is it? Wait. That's okay, because somebody's watching it. No, then I think, oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, hold on. See, now if we were in one of the model lands, if I said the next shit is private, I could get up and I don't know what time of planet you're watching this, but I could do whatever in your time and planet and culture you don't do, and you say, oh, do you mind, you know, for a few seconds, just like if you read that erotica, and he or she is trying to seduce him or her, you know, and it's like consent, verbal consent. So if I don't consent to you watching, well, I mean, it's more like, would you mind? No. Yeah, but then to which culture are you referring to? At what time? Fucking insane. Oh, see, it's like talking like it's an infamous video. Yeah, because if Alasia doesn't want, yeah, it's oxford.com/for-women slash Alasia, the two L's, ALL. Anyway, oh, okay. Um, Leaving aside the fact that I told her this could be shared, but I don't want her to be uncomfortable, but I don't want to be uncomfortable, but then I thought about my brother, Infamous, because I called the Elijah vid before the apology vid. I call it the Infamous video. It's not what it's called right now. I think it's took Thorn at a given date, and you know, and Elijah women, or I might change the title, but Infamous. The Infamous video is what I refer to it. It has the apology video. After I registered, or right around the time I registered, relationshipsnextgeneration.com. But I think I've probably given too much stress to that one. Because I had a different idea for relationshipsnextgeneration.com, but no, this could be better. But anyway, I just keep going back to, I just pretend it's you and me talking. I can just keep going back to, I'm walking out in front of the 2D. And I'm thinking of Malaysia. You just like, with Paolo with Infamous, and like Infamous without an E. It's like, what's happening here? What's happening there? Google does, I mean, it's like, does she want publicity? Does she not want publicity? And when I'm out of the day, I'm thinking, God, if I was Alicia and I got this weird guy in the mail, I'd freak out. But then again, one of the most important cards in the deck is I know when I'm alone. I'm the dark, and you get in touch with yourself. So I was going through all these either ors based on an analysis of the story, which is minus the first time we met in person and the time that later Quetzal and I met in person, is beautifully 100% via emails available at the Alasia pages, which may no longer be called Alasia pages at some point. But and part of apologizing is don't do it again. And I sounded like I was mad at Alasia, which to some extent I was, but I wasn't. I was mad at the. No, I actually explained it fairly well. I explained it fairly well on those pages. See, she got little Daniela in her. That's why Daniela keeps coming up. The sobs about, like, if you're gonna die, you think of modelland tyra. If you talk about sex, inevitably, my ex-girlfriend's moms are gonna come up. I mentioned literotica.com. It's just the statistics. And so the sex appeal with Alasia, despite the fact that I'm into, fetish, and she as far as the emails say, is not into fetish, and I wouldn't have thought that she would have been into fetish from looking at her, but she seemed very open-minded. But I wouldn't be surprised if she was what the fetish community calls vanilla. But um, we should not be offensive towards vanilla, which I may even have been vanilla. I mean, if you think about vanilla, yeah, you just okay. I if I think in terms of ice cream, I almost never had vanilla, but yeah, and then plus there's good vanilla too. But oh, I'm glad that I'm thinking of Elijah and vanilla. But I do distinguish between fantasy and um, reality. Because if one of my exes, my ex-girlfriend's moms, were to send me a picture of their ankle and pantyhose with shoes, that could make for a better fantasy, but I don't think it would make for a better reality. For one thing, it's not very compatible with reality. Not that it's very compatible with reality. That Asia, I'm not thinking of Camaro. Like someone could send me a picture of a Camaro. But of course, I wouldn't say modeling. But anyway, it's also unrealistic. See, now I think I'm actually talking well, but I wonder when I hear this back if it's going to be like the infamous video that is not only me shouting like I've met Elijah when I was not met her. Right? No, there's a difference in the comic book in your mind and the reality, although that's a, like I said, in front of the supermarket, there was some interesting thoughts about the either ors, which you can just play with the emails, and it's like, you can play either or with what's really happening around those emails, much as you like. Okay, so she'd be very unrealistic that she would contact me right away with the Elijah, with the her leg in nylons and a shoe. So one leg, and maybe you don't even want to know if it's you. Keep it a mystery or something like that. No, actually, well, maybe another picture where you know that it's her. But that's not exactly as unrealistic as my ex-girlfriend's mom's. Not impossible either scenario. But I go from impossible to true. You got feasible between and likely and unlikely on you know whatever. But so both scenarios are unlikely. One about my ex-girlfriend's, and there's more than one mothers emailing me is the kind of science fiction. I don't even know if I could make it compatible with modelland. There's other times when I think, oh, it's inevitable because they're gonna hear shit like this on the video, and then what, you know. But the point is that I would hope that I would find women. Okay, let's say that we go into heaven on earth model and tyra. Okay, what I wanna, and I'm thinking I wanna see women. What I wanna see, the Elijah first, or one of my ex-girlfriend's mothers first. If we're talking about we're not just friends, I keep thinking Camaro, first of all, bear, desert, but I'm not sure what I would talk about. The first thing I'd say to the sexier fantasy ones, that, like I said, think literotica, it's like, this don't make no fucking sense. I thought heaven was supposed to make sense. Whereas, much as it's unlikely that Elijah is gonna send me, oh, there's an inbox. Yeah, shoes pie, fall eyes on trendy shoes. Awesome. When I was in spam, I said, don't put this in spam. Fall eyes on trendy shoes. Now, we had the 1505. Now, on the 1548, did we miss by one? Here's the 19. It's not a Camaro. It's a spam that I decided to put in my inbox. It wasn't Malaysia, it wasn't tyra. It was a modelland. So if I'm gonna write modelland, there might be some conversation with, oh, we had a smooth transition from type to type, thank you. There might be a conversation with the woman that shows up, even if God, the robots or the police beat the US military and I'm stuck in PlayStation and I can't find Nintendo. But you can do that with Nintendo too. If you want to play Nintendo where the police beat the military and the Black Panthers, yeah, that's something I'd rather see Nintendo than PlayStation. See what I'm saying? You can have it in both, but I'd rather have it in Nintendo. But whatever. All right. So that's probably so compatibility, fictional reality, and also interfictional compatibility. Okay. So I'm doing sort of when I wrote Elijah would have, if Elijah is in my inbox, it's a bit of a surprise, but it's not as much as a surprise as if those other women that I was referring to were in my inbox. Because right now, if I wanted to imagine them, I'd have to go into fantasy, and we're on YouTube, and this is PG, and we're not at the point where I can say turn your eyes away, although the point is probably coming. But I don't know if I want the attention on that right now. It's something I thought about for years. Something I wish people spend more time with. They say that everybody does porn, but I still run into people that don't talk about webcams, sex webcams in the street. There's still all this privacy thing. There's still escorts. We're still living in a world where a lot of escorts hide their identity. We're gonna be so ashamed when historians are gonna go, wait a second, you slaughtered Jews with the Holocaust? You put ketchup with fries? Your escorts were ashamed to let people know their names. That's like, if you're, and then we go to another planet where it's like the CEO of Microsoft is not going to reveal his name. He worked for an IT company. And they're going to, it's like, and then there's going to be somebody that's brave, and you go to their Facebook. And it's like, yeah, I'm an IT person and I'm proud of it. And they're going to do article. You're going to find these articles. It's like, oh, here's somebody that's not ashamed. We're a society of choices. Okay, watching some of these stats, it's making me go to political. Let's go to clickwhereyouLike.com. Good cards. Let's switch. I did a good ritual with the hash. I'm gonna roll another joint because I'm not all that stoned anymore. Now, I was only very high for a while. But also when I start recording, I focus much on the recording so I don't let myself go into the meditating mind and the fantasy mind and but eventually my fantasy bring me back to modelland theme parks. Wow. Huh. Yeah. So it's like when people talk to me about Lily being the captain of the team, before they talk to me about the HTML, implied, and San Diego County is in jail, you know? I mean, in the fictional model land, which sometimes I wonder if I send the card to the Black Panther, I might be talking to my friends at, and all the correctional facilities I've been in and the states before I talk to, or ever even Shima here and from Malaysia. That's why I'm not comfortable having dinner with the 7 police commanders, etc., that have been invited to my mom and dad's for dinner. Because one of them is, supposedly one of my best friends, but there's another video that I mentioned. I might want to tell my mom with all love, I hope they all choke to death. And this is saying fantasy. Hello. That's probably what I'm telling my mom. Ora che si strozzino tutti, primo di tutti Roberto Latino. But I think she wouldn't have a heart attack if I said that. And they'd probably sing the night away. But I don't think I'm gonna be at the dinner. I might, but who knows? But eventually the fantasies converge into modelland theme parks in the desert near Las Vegas. And I wanted to make a 2-hour movie, but I gotta tell you, I blessed the women with the hash. Went to click where you like. I did a lot of. Have I looked at? Let me just do the old control tab. Okay, we're gonna do a head to toes at modellandcards.com with the dash. Let's go back to where my eyes fall on tyra, especially the discussion page. Yeah, well, do we have? Yeah. All right. future, maybe clickwhereyoulike.com, forwomen.com, so enter. Hello, Tyra. There's me on YouTube and it didn't hurt. Oscar's favorite tea on the lobby outside. On fulfillment. Franco and shoes by. And so I even mentioned my mom and dad, Massimo and Alessandro. See, you practice for designyourdeath.com, but then it's like the Camaro, the bitches. The more compatible with fiction and reality, the better. I have a model and tyra. Probably forgetting something important. Logic implied. We don't talk about the if I'm going to talk to people in jail, Native Americans, okay, because you might know about Lily Kept on the team, you might even know who Garcia is with the remote and the sideboard at San Diego County, but he'd know about Gilmore. I don't know if you remember Gilmore, but and my other friends sang karaoke there with for the first time. I did Back to the Bone, I think. But yeah, getinline.com. Should go to jail, San Diego County, to get my or I can't believe I forget the names. I don't even remember the streets of San Diego, and I drove a cab there, but Old Tape Mesa. Getinline.com. I mean, that's going to be on the travel agency soon. But yeah, Camaro Desert, bitches, theme parks. People don't know that Tyra implied. Yeah, but some people sometimes forget. Design your life with Tyra. So now with Elijah. Read the emails, do the either or. Was I the only one she sent a picture to from embed with Quetzal on that day? So special ed. What was the name of the hard boy guy, by the way? Modelland. I examine my mirror. Oh, should I watch myself roll a joint? Yeah, keep me company. Oh, but I might be quiet. Which amazingly, you can achieve playing with the audio and the video. Oh, I said if he apologizes, he should stop doing that. I keep talking to people, like Veronica said, I keep talking to people. Love Veronica. Did I mention Caroline? I'd so like to see her and apologize to her. God, you know, there's only so many things you can say. between a Nintendo that, you can go 3D with my bones and a Nintendo that can send my purest light to Caroline. I've been, you know, we might not, whatever, but, or we might, but, Caroline. Caroline. Oh, Caroline deserves 2 cards, come on. I know I went dorky, but she got dorky too. Now, of course, Tyra, modelland, Alasia, Lily captain of the team, and so on and so forth. But Literotica, the Canaveras, modelland theme parks. Can't fucking shut up. So, yeah, relationships, next generation. I'd say that I'm doing this video thinking mostly about Alasia. In case you didn't know, I've been thinking about Alasia. Check the time. For her, it's like I'm going too fast. For me, it's like I got shit to do. You could turn out to be not a car that flies, but a car to spec. So yeah, these videos I'm thinking about Alasia. Tyra modeling. These videos I'm thinking about Alasia. That's what I'm talking about. You in my mind or you're not in my mind? You're not in my mind. Welcome to YouTube. But the reason I registered relationships next generation is that if in my mind is Alasia, not 100% of the time, but she's probably this I call the Alasia period. I was trying to be polite, not call it something else, because I'm like, oh, maybe she doesn't want me to. It's like, chill, relax, okay? If for I've been on Tyra's channel for 4 years, Alasia can afford to be on some of the public videos for 4 days. I'll talk about making people's heads spin. But yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Alasia, but somebody else will be watching this. I keep saying this over and 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 over again. It's about, everybody says consumerism is wrong because it teaches us to buy the wrong things. At least consumerism teaches us that we can choose. I've been saying that it's the Kinkiki guy forever, whereas conventional religion so far has taught us that you cannot choose. You cannot enjoy. Consumerism tells you can. Then you buy that, blue dress or blue suit, and you go, I thought it was going to make me happy, but it didn't. But you're engaging, you're choosing, so that you can finally go, maybe you're looking for Alasia, but boom, there she is. You're finding that one on Nintendo, and it's perfect. You're the one I was looking for. We need 3 more. Type of shit. Next gen boyfriend, next gen girlfriend, YouTuber. Relationships next gen. Excuse me, relationshipsnextgeneration.com. It does. It is deserving. Of course, modeling cards. So banal. 4 years at least. Oh, maybe 3 years of the world, but anyway, let's. Tyra.